one of the worst things about TV, specifically these shows like Grey's Anatomy and House, and especially House, and about the our culture's reverence for experts. It's like if somebody's an expert in a field, they're like, you know, anything they say is like from King Solomon or something. It can't be questioned. The veracity of experts, you can't question the veracity of experts, especially in like, it's crazy that you can't do that with finance, like the fields where it's like the anyway. So doctors and nurses now, the really annoying thing is that they have this sitcom sense of humor. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but doctors and nurses have a sitcom sense of humor. So if you ask them a question, a serious question, something like, is it true that there's heavy metals in vaccines? Are you sure that you should be giving a brain-altering medication to a 6-year-old? Questions like that. You know, you ask them questions like that, and they hit you back with, and what medical school did you get a degree from? I thought so. I don't know if you guys have dealt with this. There's literally doctors who are like this. The last doctor I went to, the last time I was at a doctor, he busted my balls for being on TRT, which is testosterone replacement therapy. And I almost got in a fight with this guy. I almost proved him right by fucking, like what? Getting in a physical altercation with a doctor. But, fix my fucking eye. When I was a kid, you meet these old guys that are just like perpetual ball busters. These types of guys where anything you say, and they're like, yeah, I bet you didn't think of that. Oh yeah, bet you wish you hadn't done that. I'm gonna start fucking acting like this. I'm gonna turn into one of these guys when I see doctors. From now on, I don't care how stupid it makes me sound or whatever. I'm just gonna relentlessly, like yes, Mr. Hyde. It looks here we've got your vitals right here. Your blood pressure's doing good, but it does look like you're 20 pounds overweight, Mr. Hyde. Hey, you're a doctor, right? You're a doctor, right? Let me guess. You drive an Audi or a BMW or a Mercedes. Am I right? Am I right? I bet you. Is that why you went to medical school? Doctors drive nice cars. I'm just gonna do that. Fucking punish them for 45 minutes, Mr. Hyde. So what seems to be the problem here, Mr. Hyde? You came in complaining of a sore throat. Yeah, I guess I've been eating pussy too much, huh? You don't get the joke? I thought you doctors are supposed to be funny. I thought doctors are supposed to have a good sense of humor. Mr. Hyde, it says here you've had chlamydia 5 times in the past 2 years. Hey, good thing I came in from outside because it's raining cats and dogs. But you probably don't care about that because you're not a veterinarian. One of the rare upshots of machine learning, what people call artificial intelligence, this running joke that slamming a bunch of data through a GPU is creating intelligence. This fucking absolute joke. This fantasy scenario that like Lex Friedman and people like that are into, where putting numbers through putting numbers through a bunch of gaming computers tied together is going to create sentience. What a bunch of assholes. What a bunch of assholes. But one of the upshots of machine learning is that it will do a better job of diagnosing people's illnesses than doctors do. It will do a better job of reading x-rays and looking at taking a snapshot of people's symptoms and their histories and determining what the right course of action is, or what what sort of malady a person is fallen ill under. So what that means is a lot of doctors out there. I mean, the funny thing is that they said that robot workers were going to displace burger flippers. But what robot workers are probably going to displace first is workers whose work is centered on numbers and workers whose work can be taken over by an algorithm. This means people that work in finance. This means medical diagnostics is one thing. It's not necessarily the burger flippers that are going to go first, because making a robot that can serve people hamburgers, if it was easy, it would materialize by now. I know they have stuff like that in China and Japan, but they don't have it in Fall River. Anyway, if you're a doctor and you're watching this, start stowing away those acorns for a harsh winter, let's say. If your job is taking people's vitals and telling them that they're overweight, be prepared to be displaced by CVS Health.